Just as we move around, big shock here, but Green Lantern is down. Also, I just want to point out, the park is so busy today and I have no idea why. But I think let's make our way down towards Rival Coaster, see what the queue line there looks like, and we'll take it from there. But as we go past, we can kind of see Justice League is up and running, doing its thing. Same with the Batwing. Both have a bit of a queue. So I think let's get down here, see what's going on with Rivals, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's see what's going on here with the Rival Coaster's queue line. So, not as busy as I thought it was going to be, but there's really nothing going on. I was expecting maybe we'd have some sort of like the statuettes here already, but I'm not sure about that. The noise, in case you're wondering, is the train just going up at this lift above us. No, I was going to try to show you guys the drop, but that's going to be in direct sunlight. Okay folks, so we've got back down to the main hub. I think let's skip going down towards Superman Escape, because that is now back up and running, which is awesome. But I can see a sign near the front of it, so let's quickly see what that is. I think it's going to be the same sort of sign we just saw as we head down towards Rival Coaster, essentially saying don't be aggressive towards our staff. The music is at next level loud today, but that's all cool. What is it? Yeah, please be kind to our team members. Okay, so circle, we're going to head over here into the main gift shop. Let's see what new merchandise they've got, and we'll take it from there, I think. Just so we keep moving around, we're going to head down towards the WB Kids area. We can see we've got a meet and greet area set up over here for Joker and I'm assuming Harley Quinn. At the same time, we've also got the whole additional cost meet and greet with the Looney Tunes characters here. Okay, no, it looks at least 3 of them. I thought it was only just 2 for a second. So I think let's head down to the WB Kids area, have a quick whip through there and see if there's anything else that's like changed or new, and we'll take it from there, I think. Let's head into the WB Kids area. I think let's head up this top path and just kind of do the like circuit like we normally do. I think it's an easy way to not miss anything and make sure we check out every attraction in here. So far it looks like the Tweety like Spin-'em ride is up and running and actually has a bit of a queue. I don't think I've ever seen the queue for that ride that long. And also, I'm not sure if you guys can see just through like this little garden, but we have got Yosemite Sam's Railway that is currently down for maintenance, refurbishments, whatever you want to kind of call it. I can't see a date on the sign. I was kind of hoping to see if we could see when it's going to come back up and everything, but no. However, the train's not even actually on the track, so they must be doing some serious work to that. Well, let's not know, it's a side thing, but I'm just wondering, do you think they're going to change the sign? Because this is one of the oldest signs. It's showing obvious serious damage, but where was it? It's also the only one that says you cannot smoke on it. None of the rest of the attractions say that, and I think it's unnecessary for them to say it, because I feel like it's self-explanatory, but hey, it is what it is. I think let's keep moving around. We can see Taz's rest stop is how it always is. It's a baby area, changing tables, feeding area. And we also can see that the Marvin the Martian like bouncing ride is up and running and as popular as ever. So I think let's try and get through this crowd and we'll check out the driving school, guys. I think let's keep moving around. We can see the driving school doesn't actually look like it's changed too much. I really was starting to wonder if they're kind of just going to get rid of like this whole Arkham aspect because the ride is now gone and substitute it for like a Wizard of Oz themed sort of thing, but I'm really not sure. Anyway, it's all cool. I think let's keep moving around. Besides that, it feels like everything else is kind of just doing its thing. I think let's finish in here. We'll head out the front and we'll go to the other side, guys. Oh, just before that, point out, driving school is very popular. While we're moving around, I don't know why, but the park is very busy today. Like, it's a Monday. And it's not school holidays that I know about, so I have no idea why it would be this busy, but it really is. The splash pad is actually back up and running. I know you guys would have seen that because it was in the tapes that were lost, but that was down for refurbishments last time I was out here. Saying that though, The merry-go-round is actually now down. It's behind Scrim. So that's all cool. As well as the Roadrunner roller coaster. It's got a really long line. It feels like everything in like this WB Kids area has got a long line at the moment. So I think let's head straight through. We'll check out the other side. And we'll maybe duck ahead into that little gift shop that sometimes has discounted merch. Okay, so I think let's check out like this little gift shop and see what they got here. Because usually this is where you can find like discounted merch and clearance stuff. So let me give it a little whip around and I'll tell you guys what I can find. Okay guys, turned out there's really not much in the way of stuff inside there. However, I'm just in front of Sweet Treats and they've got two things I want to show you guys. First and foremost, they've now got like hot pretzels. Just here. So the pretzels themselves are $8, but you can get cheese, chocolate, caramel sauce for an additional $2.50. That was here last time I was here. Again, like I said, in the tapes that were lost. But the other thing which I did just see they've got up, they've got an advertisement here that they actually have the Fairy Floss Super Duper Twisties. Wow, that is a mouthful of something to say. So, I think I'm actually going to try to grab a bag of those before we leave. But let's keep moving around, because the next thing we're kind of coming up to is the Scooby-Doo ride, which has got Scream on the outside. And last time I was here, again, like I said, within the lost tapes, they were painting it. So, I definitely think that we must be getting really close to the finishing. But the other thing, though, to that is most of the building is like this grey sort of design. However, here we can see we've got some, I'm not sure it's showing up in camera, but like some of those stones are almost like a soft purple. And that's on top of the grey, so I don't know if we're getting a whole different theming or colouring to the outside. Obviously, going to still stick to the Scooby-Doo coaster because realistically, this is probably one of the best themed parts of this park. Obviously, the Wizard of Oz thing does really kind of beat it a little bit, but by facades in the actual park, this is definitely one of the best. Still not got an opening date, but they're still saying 25. So I think at this point, we have to kind of assume it's probably going to be very much for the school holidays at the end of the year. So my guess would have to be like an October, November, like opening, try to get any bugs out of this way before the December school holidays. I'm going to keep going around, but I think because Batman and Robin were out doing the meet and greet, I forgot to point it out to you guys, but the guest services at the front of the park is actually closed at the moment, and they've moved all of that into here. So Blaze Comics is now a guest relations area, but they've got some plush up in here. They had nothing last time I was here, but I think this is just a display of plush from throughout the years. That's so cool. Okay, so there's no reason for us to have to go into guest relations, so we won't do that. But I think let's head around the corner. Let's go check out the WB Showcase. It's called WB Showcase? Whatever. That area, and see if they do anything with it. And we'll make our way back down the back to Wild West Falls and see what they're doing there. And then we'll go into this little area because I know they've started to remove even more of the animatronics and stuff like that, guys. Okay, I was kind of right. It is actually the WB Showcase. It's still got the Batman Legacy kind of facade on the outside, so don't know what they're doing with this area. I have heard rumors of like the showcase and the whole DC area being completely gutted and removed for a Mad Max land, but I guess we're gonna have to wait to see if that's happening. But I think let's keep making our way through to the back and we'll check out Wild West Falls, which I think is open. I can see a sign, but I'm thinking it's the same sign we're seeing everywhere, essentially saying please don't abuse our stuff. Yeah, I can see a ride vehicle just over there going up. I'm not sure if you guys can make it out. However, I think that's new fencing. I think, yeah, this black fencing around Wild West Falls, that feels bigger and more present than we've been seeing before. So, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think I'm going to quickly duck into the gift shop, see if there's anything. If there is, I'll show you guys. If not, we'll just make our way out, okay? Okay, so it seemed like the basic sort of stuff in there, a couple of plush, nothing more. But actually, now I point out, we can see that they've got the gold weighing section here back again, where they used to have the tester ride vehicle. So I'm not sure if we actually got a test of ride vehicle at the moment for Wild West Falls, but I think let's head into the like DC area and see what's going on with some of those set pieces there. Okay guys, so I think let's just go over all of them in case you have missed some. So we have no longer got the car with Lex Luthor here crashed into it. Obviously the big one is the removal of the Doomsday ride, including Doomsday from the top of the queue line. We've also got the removal of the plunger here that used to activate like this little thing. We've still got Harley Quinn and Joker, but we no longer have Captain Freeze on top of his truck. We do have, I keep forgetting his name, I think it's Krog or something like that, the Brainiac Gorilla there. I think besides that, most of the like set pieces are still here. So we've still got Killer Croc and Ivy, but it looks like Killer Croc isn't pumping water anymore, which is unfortunate. That was a really kind of cool effect. But we have got Bizarro, Superman, and I think just down this gap we should still have Scarecrow. Yes. But on the same note, like Killer Croc, it's been a while since I've seen like the fog effect coming from that one, so maybe that's switched off too. But at the moment, that's all that's going on in this little area. But like I said, I've been hearing rumors that they're going to get rid of it all from Mad Max Land. I would love to see that with a brand new roller coaster. But are they going to? That's a whole nother story, guys. I think let's head back here. We'll go back to the front of the park and we'll check out those last couple of gift shops that we haven't looked at yet. Okay guys, so I did quickly duck into Sweet Treats to grab those twisties. There was a bit of a line, that was fine. But then I saw the twisties were $5 here. Not against that, but that's a little bit more pricey than I really prefer to pay for a bag of twisties. Especially ones that I'm 90% sure are not going to be super pleasant. So I think I'm just going to wait to see if I can see them in the wild, like in a Woolworths or Coles or something like that. We just made it back to the front of the park and we're going to start making our way down. But we have got Catwoman out here meeting, like a better term. So let me show you that to you guys and then we'll go into the gift shops, okay? As promised, Catwoman, meeting and greeting. Just as we make it down to our last gift shop that we have to check out, we can see like this 4D theatre experience thing is currently down. I'm not sure if it means we're going to be losing the Wizard of Oz and switching to something else, or if they're just like a basic refurbishment when they've got time. I think let's check out this last little gift shop and let's see if there's anything new in there, guys, okay? Just before I do, that is the former guest services location. Like I was saying, it was down for refurbishments. Okay, so turned out to be no like different merchandise in there that we haven't already seen. I just want to duck back into this front gift shop quickly to see how much the flying monkey backpack is, and then we may have to start moving, guys, okay? First I want to point out that the flying monkey backpack is actually now discounted, so it's from 40 down to 20. However, with that backpack being now 20, oh actually no, does it? I was going to say that if you did like that Wizard of Oz show bag, it was cheaper to buy it separately, but now I think I'm just realizing, because it was 49, so 50 bucks for the good bag, not 60. So I think it is actually cheaper by $5, because I priced it out. So the cape is 10, the water bottle is 15, and there was something else in there that was 10. Oh, the headband. The like, oh shit, sorry, I'm blocking people. The like Tin Man headband, and then the like I said, the monkey backpack was 20. So if my calculations are right, you're looking at 55 for everything separately, or 50 in a show bag. So if you like everything, it is saving. I've come into this last little gift shop right at the front because I realised I haven't actually looked in it yet. So far we're seeing just a lot of the same sort of capes and shirts and stuff we have. We haven't seen this around the park recently, but it has been out and about in the past. There's also this nice little Gotham City shirt, like a pale blue. There's a couple of cool new things in here, nothing excessive, but it looks like, again, all the shirts are the exact same price that we've been seeing around, 37 and 65 for two. Besides that, there's not much else going on, I don't think. Let me do a quick whip around and I'll see if there is anything and we'll take it from there. Ooh, actually, just for that, I think it's in a kid sizing only, unfortunately, but that's really kind of cool. Wonder Woman's like active shirt. It's almost like a jersey material, that's why I'm like sports jersey material, that's why I'm kind of pointing that out. We also got some show bags here for Batman or Superman. Besides that, I think there's some pops around the corner, but much smaller selection than what we've been seeing over the last couple of years, and that we normally have at like Blaze Comics. But that's kind of cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to keep moving, and we'll take it from there, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. I think let's keep moving around. Oh, I'm in the back of someone's photos, but just before I do, I'm gonna point out. I'm not sure it's hard to see, but just up here, we can see there's actually some damage to the sidewalk from obviously where they've nailed down the red carpet, or it could even be like the good guys versus bad guys carpet. But yeah, the carpets they put down actually do damage to the ground. However, saying that, if you guys have liked what you've seen, please let's try this again. If you guys have liked what you've seen, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified next time I upload. Also, bottom screen like always are my socials, but that's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.